Hi, as of July 1st, 2020, ASB Global will be offering health insurance to all its full-time employees. The health insurance will be through Emblem Healthcare. There's going to be 3 plans for you to choose from. Each employee will fill out an enrollment form to enroll in one of the 3 plans or fill out a waiver form if they don't need insurance. The first plan, which will be using Emblem's Millennium Network, is a gated HMO. What that means to you is that there's no out-of-network benefits, so you have to stay within that Millennium Network, and you do need a referral from your primary care doctor in order to see a specialist. On this plan for prescriptions, you could get a generic drug for a $35 copay. So that would be a 30-day supply for $35. All other prescriptions would go towards your deductible. The deductible on this plan is $8,150, and the family deductible is $16,300. That is also the max out of pocket. So what that means to you is that the most you'll pay in medical bills for the entire year as a single is $8,150, regardless of how many services you get. The visits to your primary care doctor would be no charge for the first 3 visits. After that, your 4th visit on would be going towards that deductible. All other benefits would also go towards that deductible with the exception of the urgent care centers. Urgent care centers would be a $75 copay. So this plan, which is the lowest costing of all the plans, it is a pretty strong plan for anyone who doesn't see doctors frequently and just wants a plan to know that if, God forbid, something happens, they're not going to get a $100,000 bill. Again, you wouldn't pay more than $8,150 on this plan. The second plan, listed as Plan B, which is the middle plan, uses Emblem Select Care Network, and this plan is a much more comprehensive plan than the first plan. And for someone who does use the doctor more frequently or has regular prescriptions, this plan might be more suited for them. This plan is also an HMO, so there's still only in-network benefits, but on this plan it's non-gated, meaning you wouldn't need a referral from your primary doctor to see a specialist. You just have to make sure the specialist is within that Select Care network. On this plan for prescriptions, there's no charge for generic drugs for a 30-day supply, a $40 copay or an $80 copay for name brand and non-preferred drugs. And again, the carrier would have a drug list. You would be able to see if your drug is a 2nd tier or a 3rd tier drug. On this plan, the deductible is $2,400 for a single, $4,800 for a family. For your primary care visit, your first 3 visits are no charge. After your 3rd visit, from the 4th one on, you would pay a $35 copay. For specialists, there would be a $65 copay. So again, unlike the first plan, you can go to the pharmacy to get any prescription. You can go to your primary doctor or a specialist office and never hit your deductible. Deductible is going to come into play more if you're in the hospital or you have some expensive tests such as MRIs or that kind of thing. The urgent care on this plan is also a $75 copay. So again, on both plans, it's definitely valuable to go to the urgent care as opposed to the ER if possible. Obviously, if it's a life or death scenario, you want to go to the emergency room. But just for an illness, you definitely would want to go to the urgent care center or a physician's office. Both of these plans, Plan A and Plan B, give you networks that are in New York only. So there will only be doctors in network within New York. Plan C, which uses Emblem's Prime network, works in the tri-state area. So what that means is you'll be able to find doctors within the tri-state area. So anyone who would want to see a doctor in New Jersey, or if you live in New Jersey, the network would be QualCare. So you wouldn't want to check your doctors are in Emblem Prime in New Jersey. You'd want to see if they're in network for QualCare. This plan, like the last plan, is a non-gated HMO. So you would not need referrals to see a specialist, and it would be in-network benefits only. If you go down the list, you'll see that every benefit is exactly the same as Plan B. The only difference, and the reason for the difference in cost, is the network is a little bigger for Prime in New York, and it gives you the opportunity to see doctors in New Jersey and Connecticut. All 3 of the plans offer emergency benefits anywhere. So if you have a true emergency, no matter where you are, you would have coverage. You would just want to notify Emblem within 48 hours of being stabilized that you were at where you were and what happened, then you would be covered as in-network. If you have any questions, please reach out to Diana. But again, every employee will need to either fill out an enrollment form or a waiver form if they don't need the insurance. Thanks and have a great day.